Welcome to the Suzi Awards virtual celebration. Every year for the past 15 years, the Suzi Bass Awards have been celebrating excellence in professional Atlanta theater by producing an award show. We owe a tremendous thank you to all of the Suzi judges, volunteers, members, and board members who have worked so very hard and contributed so much time towards making another award season happen. However, 2020 is an extraordinary year, and so it merits an extraordinary approach. This year, we have expanded our view to celebrate all the productions submitted to the Suzis for consideration in the interrupted 2019-2020 season, and to include the new organizations who are working to bring change to our community. This year, we honor the entire theater community for excellence in speaking truth, listening, and willingness to dialogue. The outstanding achievement we wish to honor is our work of coming together.
foremost. While it would be really wonderful to be able to be with you in person tonight, I'm so excited to be celebrating with you virtually. It takes a huge village to do what we do, but I'd like to start by introducing our core staff. So first, hi, I'm Bridget McCarthy, and I'm the Executive Director of the Atlanta Artists Relief Fund.
Hi, my name is Robbie Owenby. I'm the Director of Marketing and Engagement for Atlanta Artists Relief Fund, and I'm so honored to be a part of this team and to accept this award tonight.
Hi, I'm Cloud Cruz, and I'm the Relief Manager here at Atlanta Artists Relief Fund. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Paul Glaze. I'm the Business and Operations Director for the Atlanta Artists Relief Fund, and thank you.
Hello Atlanta, my name is Jason Waddell and I am the Director of Programming for the Atlanta Artists Relief Fund. And from all of us here at ARF, thank you.
I'm Jessica Moskowitz and I'm a Beams advocate with Atlanta Artists Relief Fund. Thank you so much to the Suzis for this honor.
We want to thank the Suzi Awards for recognizing the Atlanta Artists Relief Fund for this honor, alongside our friends at Atlanta Theater Artists for Justice, IDEA, ATL, Create, and Blacked. There is so much work to be done and so much healing to be had in our community. But this community has been and will continue to be shaped by the energy, generous spirits, challenging conversations, late nights, and work and heart of so many people. To be honored in the same space as these individuals and groups who have been working tirelessly to make Atlanta the community they know it can be is a privilege. Thank you to each and every one of you for who you are, for sharing your energy, and for making our community endlessly rich. Friends, it's been a whirlwind of a few months, hasn't it? Our story is that in March, a group of friends got together to mourn the loss of jobs, contracts, future employment, and careers that they had been working so hard to build in our city. But the conversation pretty quickly turned to our friends who, like so many Atlanta theater artists, would be living paycheck to paycheck, and this blow would be devastating for them. So the group started a GoFundMe, and the plan was to raise a couple $100, cook a few meals, deliver them out, call it a day. But we should have known better than that. We should have known you better than that. Atlanta artists of all disciplines answered the call and then some. So as of today, Atlanta Artists Relief Fund has raised over $45,000. Because of artists and art supporters all over the city, we have delivered over 1,000 meals. We've cultivated a volunteer network of over 200 people. We've supported over 300 people through the unemployment process. We have a weekly story time designed to entertain and engage children of all ages, run entirely by our incredible volunteers. We have connected people to critical healthcare when they didn't have other options. And thanks to our partnership with MWell, we can now offer any artist in Atlanta mental health therapy, regardless of their ability to pay. Most recently, through our collaboration with Atlanta Theater Artists for Justice, we mobilized volunteers all over the city to ensure that ATL votes count. All the eyes of the nation are on Georgia, and we plan to continue our work on that campaign and to ensure that every single Atlantan's voice is heard. And we could do all of this because you were with us. Atlanta theater doesn't sit back. We took a big hit. We took a deep breath, and we got to work. For that, we are endlessly grateful. To each and every volunteer, donor, board member, consultant, well-wisher, late-night call recipient, we will never be able to thank you enough. You, our beloved, beautiful community, are the heartbeat of our work. We are so grateful every day for the company that we keep and the people that allow us to do what we do. So with the blessing and support of this community, Atlanta Artists Relief Fund will be here for the long haul, and we are so excited. If you want to support the work we're doing or get involved, you can head to atlartsrelief.org/donate, make a contribution. But thank you for standing with us to take care of our community. We love you, and we are so excited to continue work. Thanks, everyone.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for your time. On behalf of the Atlanta Theater Artists for Justice, it is an honor to be recognized by the Suzi Awards for our contributions to empowering underrepresented voices during this historical time of radical change.
2020 has been a year unlike any other for many reasons, but it is reassuring that our community has taken this step forward in recognizing the ways that we must strive for improvement.
We know that our Atlanta theater community can and will do better because we will not give it a choice not to.
With this, we would like to recognize the work of our peers, the Atlanta Artist Relief Fund, BLACT, Create, and IDEA ATL. The work that all of you do for our community inspires us every day to work more diligently for what is right and just, and we're grateful to be recognized alongside you.
Our group started as a protest support resource and has since shifted to address the specific concerns of the Atlanta theater community with our intensives that focus on educating theater makers. We have also continued our work on the ground through our efforts to assist voters on Election Day.
We would like to dedicate this award to the memory of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Rayshard Brooks, and the countless other lives that were taken by systemic racism. We at ATAJ recognize that this racial reckoning that's happening within our community would not have happened if not for the loss of Black life. Thank you for your open minds. Thank you for your open hearts. And we look forward to the day when we can all be in a room together again.
BLACT. Black Leaders Advocating Cultural Theater was founded in 2019 as an immediate response to an article written by Wendell Brock and published by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. In this article, Mr. Brock refers to a Black actor as looking like Aunt Jemima and sounding like she was from Grady High School. We immediately saw the need for advocacy, community service, and support for Black actors in Atlanta. From that moment forward, BLACT has been unrelenting in its commitment to being the change that we want to see in our arts community. An arts community that often lacks to reflect the thriving Black metropolis that it's located in. From blessing bags for the homeless, to backpack drives for students, to scholarship programs for arts organizations, to co-productions and consultings with local Atlanta theaters. We didn't just arrive at the intersection of art and advocacy. It's intricately woven into the DNA of who BLACT is.
I would like to thank the Suzis for the Suzi Spirit Award this year. It means so much to be recognized in our community. Being a part of BLACT has been one of my greatest accomplishments thus far. So to have the community see our advocacy and service work means so much. We hope to do our best to continue to serve you. Thank you to the Suzis again.
We at BLACT are extremely excited about what this means for the Suzis and the Atlanta theater community. We hope to see changes like this in the future going forward, and we hope that we can be a vital part of those changes. So once again, thank you so much to the Suzis, and we can't wait.
Hi. On behalf of my co-founders, I would like to extend our appreciation for the opportunity to speak to the entire Atlanta theater community. Though we are accepting this award, we are acutely aware of the systemic and structural changes that are needed in order to address the gross inequities within our own industry. As the Coalition for Racial Equity in Atlanta Theater, we seek to remove the barriers that prevent full and equitable inclusion of Black, Indigenous, and people of color from all aspects of theater making. Through this work, be it in the form of providing small grants, supporting other racial justice organizations, and building a system that holds theaters accountable for their commitments to our collective work, we envision a fundamentally reshaped Atlanta theater community that prioritizes opportunities for the historically underserved and underrepresented.
According to the Atlanta Regional Commission, the population of the 10-county metro Atlanta area is just under 60% people of color. I want to break that down a little bit. I want to get more specific. Within the city of Atlanta, over half the population is Black. And even when we zoom back and we look at the entire 10-county metro Atlanta region, the largest single group of people is Black people at 38.94%. The second largest group is white people at 38.89%. The difference between the two groups being a fraction of a percentage point. However, if we have learned anything this week, it's that fraction of a percentage point can be the difference between fascism and freedom. Or I guess I should say it can be the difference between fascism and freedom in some pretty heavy air quotes. The work that we have to do now, post-election, post-COVID, whenever we enter that world, post the summer of 2020 with the resurgence of the Black Lives Matter movement, is to remove the air quotes from our work. Right now, we are a progressive community. Right now, we are a liberal community. Right now, we are, and this is in very heavy air quotes, an anti-racist community. But we cannot continue to call ourselves progressive, liberal, anti-racist if we continue to produce majority white theater in a town that is majority Black, Latinx, Asian, Indigenous, and Middle Eastern, and in a region that is made up of majority people of color. Because when we do that, when we produce majority white work in a majority people of color town and region, we are saying to our audiences that white lives matter more. And we are giving permission to our audiences to devalue Black lives. That has to end today.
Well, how are we going to get there? We get there by wanting to get there. We get there by being intentional in both action and word. We get there by not expecting perfection. We get there by creating meaningful and transparent steps towards dismantling the white supremacist structures upon which Atlanta theater and the world were built. If you really want to create anti-racist, pro-Black, aggressively inclusive, and truly equitable Atlanta theater, you have to come to terms with the fact that I hear you and I see you are done. They're done. Now is the time for action. Act. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just act. And if you're uncomfortable, that means you're doing it right.
Good evening. My name is Michelle Pokopak, and on behalf of IDEA ATL, Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity in the Arts Atlanta, I would like to accept this award. We accept this award in solidarity with our Atlanta arts activism partners, Atlanta Artists Relief Fund, Atlanta Theater Artists for Justice, Black Leaders Advocating for Cultural Theater, Coalition for Racial Equity in the Arts, and all individuals working in and outside of organizations to move the needle forward. We thank you and are honored to work alongside you to help make the Atlanta arts community a more equitable and just space for all. We accept this award in acknowledgement that this is not the beginning of the work, for we stand on the shoulders of those who spoke truth to power long before we took up the mantle. We accept this award in acknowledgement that this is not the end of the work, for this city and our arts community has a long journey ahead of us. We accept this award in acknowledgement that the work continues and has merit with or without awards. Justice and equity are not electives. They're not supplementary. They're not feel-good language and marketing copy or poetic prose on grant applications. They are essential and urgent and must become an integral part of every aspect of our Atlanta arts community. As organizations, as individuals, as artists, and as audience members, we have a responsibility to live these values and express them in our actions. We hope that the town halls aided you in this process, and we look forward to bearing witness to your continued growth and evolution. In the words of Toni Morrison, this is precisely the time when artists go to work. There's no time for despair, no place for self-pity, no need for silence, no room for fear. Thank you to the Atlanta arts community, and thank you to the Suzi Bass Awards. We look forward to getting back to work.
Hi, everyone. What an honor to introduce Pearl Clegg. To say that she is a gift to the universe is an understatement. Pearl was born into a family of activists, and she has devoted serious energy to making this a better world ever since. After studying at several noteworthy universities, Pearl became secretary and speechwriter to Maynard Jackson, the first Black mayor of Atlanta. After that prestigious start, Pearl began a stellar writing career that includes plays, essays, novels, and poems. Okay, now I have to mention a few accolades. There's probably more than I can mention in the time I have been allotted, but I have to mention a few. Her play, Flying West, brilliant, first produced at the Alliance Theater, was the most produced play in the country in 1994. Her book, brilliant. What Looks Like Crazy on an Ordinary Day was an Oprah book pick and also spent 9 weeks on the New York Times bestsellers list. The poem, We Speak Your Names, penned with her beloved husband, Zaron W. Burnett Jr., was commissioned by Oprah Winfrey for her 2005 Legends Weekend. That's just to name a few. Pearl and Zeke, as I know him, are also theater collaborators through their work with their 10-year performance series, Live at Club Zebra, and their work with Just Us Theater, where Pearl was artistic director for 5 years. On a personal note, Pearl has become one of my dearest friends and collaborators as well. When we produced Tell Me My Dream, which was produced at the Alliance Theater, we first workshopped it at the Kennedy Center. And on the day of the reading, the whole family theater was packed to the rafters, not only with theater artists from all over the world, but with the staff from the Kennedy Center. I mean, there were people in suits, there were kitchen workers. Everyone turned out and the Kennedy Center, said they had never seen anything like it before. As a playwright for the Alliance Pulevsky High School Collision Project, I have watched Pearl honor and nurture the ideas of these new citizens. And on the other end of the spectrum, she and Zeke have shared their gifts with the tiniest ones in Theater of the Very Young with their In Granny's Garden book. Pearl is just one in a million, totally dedicating her life to freedom. She is fierce and fiery. She is also warm and compassionate, and also very tall for her size, a giant blessing. No one deserves this honor more. Congratulations, Pearl, on your Suzi Lifetime Achievement Award. And everyone, get ready for what's coming next from Pearl, because it will be wonderful. I love you.
Good morning. This has been such an amazing up and down week, but I want you to know that one of the things that I've been keeping in my mind this whole time is that I just received a Lifetime Achievement Award, a Suzi Bass Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm so honored and so pleased and so kind of overwhelmed by the fact that I'm receiving this honor from my basic tribe, the Atlanta theater community. I've been a part of this community for many, many decades now, and it always feels like a warm family gathering every time we get together. I'm sorry we can't be there in person because you know I want to hug everybody, but I know we will. On the other side of this, we will gather. And I also know that it's never, ever been more important for us to do the work that we do, to bring people together in a space that is a sacred space for us, to tell the stories of their community, of our community, to share the secrets of our hearts, and to be the messengers of the future that we are and can be. I'm so honored to be a part of this community, to be a part of this theatrical tribe, and to be a part of pushing us forward as a town, as a city, as a country, as a nation, into a place where we can be more honest with each other, where we can embrace each other, where we can admit that we're not perfect and that we're really trying to get there. So I thank you so much for this honor. I thank you for all the work that you do, and I intend to see all of you next year at the Suzi Awards, and I don't care if my award is in a year old. I'm still gonna hug everybody. I love you all so much. Thank you for this. Take good care, be safe, and I'll see you on the other side.